It is hard to imagine a better setting for baseball than the one we're witnessing at Target Field this afternoon. Sun-soaked Saturday where, fans will be wearing faux fur caps. It was a long winter. Today marks the return of the Twin starter Ricky Nolasco, activated from the DL after missing 21 games with right elbow inflammation for Chicago. Hector Noesi gets the call. He was tagged with a loss in the Twins' win last month in Chicago. We welcome you to Twins Baseball on Fox Sports North alongside Jack Morris. I'm Tom Hanneman. Ricky Nolasco's return wasn't the only roster move that was made last night by the Twins. Brian Dunsing back in the lineup as well. And to make room for Nolasco and Dunsing, the Twins optioned Tommy Malone and reliever Caleb Thielbar to AAA Rochester. Jack, Malone carried the club and the starting staff certainly back-to-back wins early this season. Were you at all surprised with the decision?
Well, I think it's Paul Muller said it best. They want him to go down there and start, and to sit in the bullpen and only pitch a few innings here and there is not what they want out of Tommy Malone. So that's a case where they're just going to get him the innings that he needs. Brian Dunsing's healthy. He's been a big part of the bullpen, so he takes over for Caleb Thielbar. And Ricky's back in. He's got a 4-year deal, and they need him to pitch well as a starter. So that's the whole ball of wax right there.
We've seen it all in the first 2 games of the series. 12-run explosion in the opener, a shutout performance last night. Dick and Bert get you ready for baseball. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Presented by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. It's a magnificent day for baseball at Target Field, and the Twins fans here are hoping that Ricky Nolasco can pick up his first win of the year, just his second start of the season. And we welcome you to Target Field. Dick and Bert with you. If we weren't here, we'd be out there. It's a great day for baseball, and glad you're with us on this Saturday afternoon. Twins fans have been treated to some better baseball at home so far this year. And, of course, a big part of that is the starting pitching, which has been much better than at any point in the last 4 years, particularly in this homestand.
Yeah, you look at the starting pitching, you know, it kind of dictates how the Twins are playing. They've won 3 of the last 4 ball games because the starters have pitched extremely well. Over the last 4 starts, the starters combined 3-0, an ERA just over 2. They're not walking a lot of people and also picking up some strikeouts, 19 strikeouts over the last 4 ball games.
And so now Ricky Nolasco will hope to fit in seamlessly and hoping to give the Twins some effective innings today.
Well, you know what, Ricky Nolasco, we're glad that he's back to health. Will that elbow hold up? He did have a nice rehab start about last Sunday down in Cedar Rapids, but you know what? He's on a pitch count, 75 to 100 or 75 to 80 pitches, says manager Paul Molitor, and so he needs to attack early.
Twins have played
pitch count down.
Twins have played a lot of day games already this year. None under the conditions will play in today. A beautiful day for baseball. We'll see if the Twins can win the series against the Sox.
A brutal ritual. A furious reunion. 19 games that last an entire season. To have a rivalry, you need a rival. For every David, a Goliath. For every Hatfield, a McCoy. Every Jamie Burke, a Torrey Hunter.
Oh my goodness, Burke gets flattened.
Every Jim Thome needs, well, Jim Thome.
Deep to right, and there it goes. The first walk-off hit at Target Field in dramatic fashion.
For every fight, a ring to sell it in.
In order to finish first, somebody's got to finish second.
I hate second.
Brian Dozier walks off the White Sox.
Love your rivals, because you need someone to beat.
And so far, Twins have beaten the Chicago White Sox in the first 2 games of the series. Chicago won 2 out of 3 in Chicago in the first road trip of the year. Robin Ventura's team has had an interesting week this past week, to say the least, and a very poor start to the season. They were expected to come out of the gate and be a much improved team, and it hasn't happened yet. the Menards batting order for the White Sox. Another different look for Chicago, a team that was shut out last night. J.B. Shutt starting. He's in the leadoff spot. Melky Cabrera. Twins have done a nice job pitching to Jose Abreu so far. Then Adam LaRoche, Abisail Garcia, Alexei Ramirez, Connor Gillespie, Giovanni Soto, and Micah Johnson.
And making his second start of the year, it'll be Ricky Nolasco. Spent about a little over 3 weeks on a disabled list with that right elbow inflammation, and he wants to forget about that first start. Actually, the first 2 innings, very good for Nolasco in Detroit. He lost 11-0 to Anibal Sanchez, but it was the 3rd and 4th inning that got away from him.
Shuck in the batter's box, and the first pitch, strike 1. Shuck taking over the leadoff spot. Micah Johnson was there last night. Adam Eaton still suffering the effects of the flu, not in the starting lineup. Robin Ventura says maybe tomorrow. 1 hopper to Mauer, 1 away. And that'll bring up Melky Cabrera. Northland Ford defense for the Twins. Danny Santana had a couple of errors yesterday, but by and large it was the best game in the field for the Twins. So run and, as it turned out, game-saving plays made in the field. Escobar's in left. Arcia's in right. Hunter's the DH. Trevor Plouffe with a good game in the field last night. Santana, Dozier up the middle, Mauer at first, and Suzuki behind the plate. Outside, ball 1.
Some of these White Sox hitters have some history against Nolasco. Guys that spent some time in the National League like Nolasco did. Cabrera, one of those, 19 at-bats, 7 hits with a home run against Ricky Nolasco.
1-1 to Cabrera. Off-speed pitch missing down and in.
Nolasco making his 5th career start against the White Sox, looking for his first win. 3 of his 4 starts in Chicago. His last start was here last season. A no decision in a Twins 5-4 win.
That sails outside 3-1 in his only start this year, game 2 of the season in Detroit. As Bert mentioned, a pair of 1-2-3 innings, and then he walked Alex Avila, and everything just kind of fell apart for him. Driven hard to right field. Arcia will get the first hop, and Cabrera has a 1-out single.
Well, Nolasco has 2 types of fastballs. We saw the one that went outside. That'll have some tail on it, almost like a 2-seamer. This looked like more of the straight 4-seam fastball. It broke a little bit away, but good swing by Cabrera. Lines it into right. First hit of the ball game.
And now Jose Abreu. Abreu, as we showed you, has been pitched well by the Twins so far this year. And a strike that covers the inside corner. Nolasco did not have a good first year with the Twins. He'd like to have a more representative second year. Inside 1-1. He pitched better in the second half of last year, but the fact remains he won just 1 of his last 10 starts last year, and it was his last start of the season.
Well, remember, he spent about a little over a month on a disabled list with that same elbow inflammation problem.
Tapper to third. Plouffe fires across. Abreu retired. He wanted to make the play at second. Might not have been able to get a grip on the baseball.
Right. I think that's what Trevor did right there, and alertly trying to maybe make it closer at second than it should have been. Instead, right here, Trevor Plouffe playing the big hop and was going to go to second. You can see him not having a good grip on that baseball and decides to go to first for the second out. Good decision by Plouffe.
And now Adam LaRoche. LaRoche, the designated hitter again. He's a very good fielding first baseman, but Robin Ventura has gone principally with Abreu playing first base and LaRoche DHing.
Yeah, LaRoche has faced Nolasco the most. 56 at-bats against Ricky Nolasco, 16 hits. A .286 batting average.
1-0 to LaRoche. chopped foul.
LaRoche picked up a couple singles in last night's ball game. In his first season with the White Sox, 5th different organization to play for. The Braves, the Pirates, the Diamondbacks. Last 4 seasons wearing a Washington Nationals uniform and now a Chicago White Sox uniform.
Open stance. Two and one. The White Sox hope to be better this year, and they still might be, but they are going through a bit of a transition year because Paul Konerko's not with the team anymore. Adam Dunn is retired.
One thing that LaRoche does bring is some power. 246 career home runs, but not quite as many as Konerko and Dunn.
2 and 1. And now 3 and 1. Garcia on deck. And LaRoche is kind of the same player as Adam Dunn. A lot of strikeouts, and he'll walk. A lot of power.
26 home runs last year for the Nationals. Drove in 92 runs.
Velasco fell behind Cabrera, gave up a base hit. Now he's behind LaRoche.
Gotta be careful here.
Fouled back, and LaRoche tried to put the White Sox up.
Yep. Ball just up a little bit, and LaRoche got underneath it to foul it straight back. Now this is a good point, opportunity here. Maybe, first base open. Don't throw him that fastball. Maybe throw that breaking ball. Let the opponent know that you will throw a breaking ball on a 3-2 pitch. Again, you have first base open. See what they decide here.
Fastball sailed outside. Just missed the corner.
Just missed outside.
So a single and a walk, 2 aboard for Avisaíl Garcia.
Tried that 2-seam fastball that just kept sailing away.
The White Sox have had some hitting issues, scoring issues, but Garcia doing fine, hitting over 300. Has driven in, though, just 4 runs. Breaking ball hits the corner.
Yeah, when he was with the Tigers, I remember when he first came up, they were comparing him to Miguel Cabrera, but
that's terribly unfair.
Very unfair. He's not the home run hitter, and I don't know if he'll ever will be, but the young man's still only 23 years old.
Lunging at another breaking ball, a tapper foul, 2 strikes. Velasco getting ahead, trying to wrap things up here with his 19th pitch.
And again, Paul Molitor saying that Velasco is on a pitch count between 75 and 80 in that range, depending on how he is throwing. And I should say pitching rather than throwing.
Slower breaking ball, and it's hit high and deep to right. Arcia back, makes the catch on the track. A single, a walk, 2 left aboard, no score after a half inning. baseball. 7-4 at home, and that's such an important part of this rebuilding process for the Twins, to reward the fans who are here and play better baseball in front of them. Here's what they'll try to accomplish offensively with this lineup. The Menards batting order: Brian Dozier, Torrey Hunter, Joe Mauer, with Hunter as the designated hitter. Then Plouffe, Suzuki, Escobar, Arcia back in the lineup, Schaefer back in the lineup, and then Danny Santana.
And for the second time this year, they'll be facing Hector Noesi. Noesi made his first start. Now he's got 11 days between starts no matter when he pitches. This is only his third start of the year. April 10th, April 21st, and now here on May 2nd.
When you are the fifth starter in a rotation, any rotation, you find gaps between starts. Wrapped to third. Gillespie gets the second hop. One away. Take a look at the Northland Ford defense for the White Sox. Melky Cabrera in left field. J.B. Shuck in center. And Avisail Garcia in right. Gillespie, Ramirez, Johnson, Abreu, Giovanni Soto doing the catching. But when you're a fifth starter, especially in April when there are so many off days built in, you find yourself skipped a lot. And then when you have the schedule that the White Sox have had with weather postponements and the whole mess of a situation in Baltimore, it's no wonder that Noesi is going to have to shake off a little rust here.
Yeah, Noesi in his start on April in Chicago. He lost 6-0 to Tommy Malone.
Hot ground ball hit right at the shortstop this time. 2 down.
He worked 4 2/3 innings. He just threw a lot of pitches, 110 pitches. Dillon gave up a couple runs to the Twins. Did walk 6 in that ballgame with 6 strikeouts.
He hit a batter. He was pretty much all over the place, and the Twins didn't get done early what they could have against him. They did get a run, but in the first 2 innings, they left the bases loaded. That's how deep the offensive funk was for the Twins, and one of the reasons they've done much better at home is they've, last night notwithstanding, they've scored a lot more runs and put up some crooked numbers.
Yeah, Twins playing a lot better over the last 16 ball games. 10 wins, only 6 losses, and again 7-4 here at home so far on the year.
1 strike to Joe Mauer. And back to the mound. 3 ground balls, 3 quick outs on 6 pitches. Noesi has a 1-2-3 inning.
What an effort was. 8 shutout innings for Kyle, picking up his 2nd win of the year. 94 pitches, 55 for strikes, only 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, a lot of ground ball outs, great defensive plays behind him. It was quite a game last night. Twins winning 1-0. You know, he wanted to go out for the 9th, I read, and you know, but when you have Glenn Perkins out there.
And it was U of M night. For heaven's sakes, you've got to get the former Gopher in there, don't you?
Yep, and Perk picked up his 7th save.
Ramirez takes ball 1 from Nolasco, leading off the 2nd. This one flipped into center field, and the ball lands in front of Schaefer on leadoff single. And that'll bring up Gillespie. Today's Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. And since April 28th, the Twins starters have done a much better job. Third to the Orioles and Cubs in Major League Baseball. So we'll see if that continues. We'll see if Nolasco can, for however long he goes here today, keep the White Sox off the board or limit them. Gillespie 5 for 8 in his career against Nolasco. Low, ball one.
Yeah, this is where you need that sinking fastball. Gillespie, good fastball hitter. I've mentioned over the last couple ball games. Got to get him out with good sinkers and then breaking balls. Off to a slow start, hitting .208. 11 hits and 53 at bats, 5 doubles.
Ramirez a base stealer.
White Sox have not been very successful trying to steal bases. Ramirez has not attempted yet, but they've been only successful 4 out of 9. And Ramirez last year 20 stolen bases in 25 attempts.
White Sox really scuffling to score runs. One and 0 to Gillespie. And there goes Ramirez, and the pitch lifted to deep right field. Arcia going back, and it's off the wall, playing the carom. Now Ramirez had to retouch second base as he fell down. And even though he was off with the pitch, he got a little confused, thinking that Arcia might have made the catch. Schaefer alertly picking up the hard carom from the wall in right.
Yeah, the location of that fastball pretty much right there, it sure looked like. And take a closer look. See a ball left up about thigh high, and Gillespie hitting it off the wall. Arcia goes back. It hits high off the wall. Good job by Jordan Schaefer getting over there. And you see he tried to touch second, thought he missed, and better to go back and do exactly what he did and touch the bag.
Nolasco left a couple men on in the first inning, and now 2 in scoring position right away in the second, going after Giovanni Soto. Breaking ball just off the plate.
Boy, a good pitch there.
Soto 3 for 12 against Nolasco. Twins are playing the infield back. They'll concede a run here. They can start getting some outs. Breaking ball gets another swing and a miss.
Yeah, Soto in his first season with the White Sox. 1 home run this year. That came against the Twins in Chicago against tomorrow's starter Mike Pelfrey, a solo home run.
Nolasco could use a strikeout. Struck out 115 in 159 innings last year. And he bends a breaking ball over the inside corner, 1 down.
Yeah, big slow curveball after that hard curveball that Soto swung through down and away. Nolasco dropped this big slow curveball that Soto gave up on. Caught the inner part of the plate.
Suzuki wanted the ball down and away. It ended up and in, but it worked. 1 down, and now Micah Johnson. Johnson at the plate, speed guy, so the corner infielders come in a little bit here. Middle infielders back. Fastball up and in, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
White Sox playing their 21st game of the year for Johnson. This is his 19th game. He has yet to have an RBI. Let's keep it at that.
Chopper right side. And Dozier to Nolasco. Safe. For some reason, Gillespie is still at second base. A run scores. And Paul Molitor may challenge this, but Gillespie with a brain cramp, he's stuck at second base with the runner coming in from third.
Yeah, no reason for him to stay at second. Even if Ramirez takes off and there's a play at home, he's got to be over to third. But Johnson and his speed may have beat this out. With Mauer going to his right, Nolasco.
Ooh.
Looks like he's out right there.
Twins may challenge this. They need to get another out here. And the Twins, even though it's the second inning, may go ahead and use a challenge here. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to ask that the umpires take a look at it. Now, remember, there has to be convincing visual evidence that the call on the field was incorrect.
We see Nolasco stepping on the bag and catching that ball.
Yeah, I think he's out.
It's almost the same as what Escobar last night.
Yep.
Was called safe and then later called out.
So,
and that's when I thought Torrey Hunter scored for the first run, but that was the third out. Hello.
So they played the challenge here at Target Field, and they are calling Johnson out. He will get credit for a run batted in. There are 2 outs, and Gillespie, again, stuck at second base for some reason. It's 1-0 Chicago with 2 outs and a runner at second.
Yeah, Johnson does pick up his first RBI of the year. And that's actually his first major league RBI.
Good challenge for the Twins, and they retain the right to continue to challenge until they don't have one overturned. Chuck hit a ground ball to Mauer his first time up. That's a liner to left center field. Gillespie's going to score anyway. And Shuck trying for second, throw to Dozier, and he is out. The run scores. It's a 2-run inning for the White Sox. Shuck tried to stretch a single into a double. As it is, it's an RBI single and a 2-0 Chicago lead.
Yeah, Shuck hitting this ball sharply. And watch Escobar right here. Gets to it quickly, spins, makes a good throw to Brian Dozier. And the final out right there, tagged out at second base. So good defensive play by Escobar. And Brian Dozier getting it and then able to tag out the sliding runner for the third out. But 2 runs across on the board for the White Sox.
Trevor Plouffe takes strike one. Of course, Escobar, former White Sox player. Joe McEwing was his manager in Class A and in Triple A. I had a chance to talk with Joe before the game today about Escobar. Here's a high fly to left center field. Deep to the gap. And gone! A home run for Trevor Plouffe. And just 2 pitches into the bottom of the inning, the White Sox lead is cut in half.
Yeah, everything has happened on 2 pitches so far from Noesi. First 3 outs on 6 pitches. And on the second pitch here, home run number 4 on the year for Trevor Plouffe. It's a high home run. It's just a matter, can it reach that bullpen area? And that ball going over the fence. It's a 2-1 ball game.
And now Kurt Suzuki. Strike on the outside corner. Ball in the air a long time, and it just kept carrying into the bullpen. Suzuki to short center. Shuck scampering in, makes the catch. Anyway, McEwing, talking about Escobar, said that what people forget is Escobar was signed by the White Sox as a center fielder pitching prospect, and the White Sox ended up converting him to the infield. And so it was McEwing's contention that transitioning back to the outfield shouldn't be that tough for Escobar. He spent a lot of time out there. Outside, ball 1 to Escobar.
Well, he's that guy on your club that kind of does it all, because he's kind of the 3rd string catcher too, if need be. Hopefully that'll never happen, but he would strap him up.
One and one to Escobar. Another fly ball to center, and an easy play again for Shuck. The Twins trying to attack Noesi early. Every at bat has lasted, what, 2 pitches or 3, right?
2 or 3 pitches, yep.
2 down, and here is Oswaldo Arcia. Arcia not playing for a couple of days because the Twins were facing left-handed pitching. Just 1 for 12 against Noesi. Ball 1. Big pull shift for Arcia. Ramirez the only infielder on the left side, but look where I believe that's Gillespie is. He's in short right field. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
It's nice to see. I know the Twins haven't hit a lot of home runs, Dick. 13 now on the season, but 11 of the 13 have been hit here at Target Field. Only a couple on the road. 1 in Chicago and 1 in Seattle.
2-1 to Arcia. Checked his swing, and it's outside 3-1 with Gordon Schaefer on deck. Fouled back 3-2. Messi, prone to giving up home runs, has given up 1 home run to Plouffe here in the second inning. Struck him out. And Arcia fires the bat and the helmet down. Trevor Plouffe starts the Twins comeback with a solo home run. It's 2-1. Trevor Plouffe with a home run. It's a 2-1 ball game as we go to the third, and Ricky Nolasco needs to start having some easier innings. He's already thrown 31 pitches. Cabrera takes strike one.
You know, he's missing his spots right there. Suzuki sitting inside, that ball left right over the plate.
Giving up 4 hits and a walk to the first 10 batters he's faced.
He's going to be a little rusty, but you know, last Sunday 5 shutout innings. I know it's single A, but he said he felt good. Didn't walk anybody. Had, I believe, 5 strikeouts in that outing.
2 strikes to Cabrera. Abreu will follow. Change up in the dirt. By activating Nolasco, of course, the Twins had to make a move, and they did so by sending Tommy Milone to Rochester, the AAA team. So the Twins have an all right-handed starting rotation. Low again, 2-2. And I don't suppose it's that big of a deal, but there are teams like the Indians that really struggle against left-handed pitching, and the Indians have very much a left-handed lineup. And the Twins go to Cleveland on the next road trip, and Cabrera waits and flips one foul over the Chicago dugout.
I think it's a good decision. They made the right decision on sending Tommy Milone down. He had options left, and you know, he's a guy that hey, you know, something happens up here, you need a starter. He's got to go down there and air it out a little bit and get some innings in. I don't know if he would have gotten that here in the bullpen.
To the left, and Cabrera has another hit against Nolasco. Well, in Malone's case, he was startled by the demotion, but long term, for how it would serve the Twins, they got 3 lefties in the bullpen now: Dunsing, Thompson, and Perkins. Had he stayed here, Milone would have been just a long reliever.
Right.
Twins bullpen has been pretty fluid through the first month of the season. Abreu, the batter, hit a ground ball to Plouffe his first time up. Fastball, strike 1.
And you saw the fastball. It's going to top out at 91, so Nolasco has to hit his spots.
Wild swing and a miss on a pitch that was nowhere near the strike zone. 2 strikes.
Gibson struck out Abreu a couple times in last night's ball game. Ahead in the count here. Go back to the breaking ball. Trust your catcher. Throw over to first.
Ball got away from Mauer. Cabrera to second, and he's going to try for third. No, he will hold up. Maybe remembering that Mauer is an all-star catcher with a good arm, but I think Mauer will get charged with an error. From up here, it looked like that ball was on target.
Sometimes you can throw a ball over there and it sails on you a little bit. Joe trying to reach over the sliding Cabrera coming into the bag.
The error charged to Alaska. Runner at second with nobody out. 2 strikes to the batter.
They stay with that breaking ball. Trust your catcher. I mean, if you're going to throw it just on the other side of home plate.
And he hit him with a breaking ball. Looked like he tried the same pitch that froze Soto. And another threat for the White Sox, and it's been a very ragged outing for Alaska.
I think that ball just slipped out of his hand right here, because look where Suzuki is sitting. And that ball just kind of spun and got the left arm of Abreu on a curveball, and then got a piece of Suzuki.
LaRoche drew a walk in the first. Pitch is up high. There isn't one pitch that he seems to have command of right now.
Kind of flying all over the mound right now after his release toward home plate. Really falling off toward that first baseline.
Double play ground.
Turn it.
Dozier to Santana. And a double play.
Hey, double plays in last night's ball game were huge for Kyle Gibson. A couple double plays. And a big double play here, turned by Dozier, Santana.
Watch Dozier's throw here to the back end of the bag. Santana caught it and made the throw a step behind the second base bag.
Well, if you're in that position right there, you'd never anticipate a perfect throw. Always be ready to go left or right, and Santana was ready, even though that throw was a little bit on the outfield side. Santana, good turn.
I think it gives you some idea how strong Santana's arm was. His momentum was to the bag and then beyond, and he had to kind of do a 180 in terms of momentum and plant the back foot and make a strong throw. Velasco has a chance here to get out of this mess without a run scoring. 1 strike to Garcia. Down and away, 1-1. The other option, of course, was to give Nolasco another rehab start, either with the Cedar Rapids club or maybe shipping him up a step or two in the chain. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. The Twins decided not to do that. And if Nolasco can get through the 3 innings here with just 1 run allowed, it would be almost magical. First 2 men reached in the second and scored. White Sox with a 2-1 lead. Lace to center, and it's a 3-1 lead.
Just leaving way too many pitches up when he's ahead in the count. So Garcia gets his first hit, driving in his 5th run of the year, and it's a 3-1 ball game.
Again, the location. Suzuki wanted it maybe even off the plate. So 2 runs in the second, a run in the third. And here is Ramirez, who led off the second with a single. A soft liner into center field. Down and away, ball 1.
Carrasco, 32 years old, making his 241st Major League start. 95 wins, 88 losses. ERA career about 4.5.
Goes the runner. Suzuki's throw right there, threw him out. Perfect throw by Kurt Suzuki. Garcia is thrown out, but the White Sox add another run in the third.
Well, Garcia wants to challenge this, and Ventura is going to take a look at it. Strong throw by Suzuki, the quick tag.
Twins are, and they're going to challenge this. Mark Parent, bench coach, says, yeah, let's take a look at it. So the Twins, who are all but off the field, still aren't going to go to the dugout. It was a perfect throw by Suzuki.
Yep. And Garcia, you know, not trying to steal his second base of the year in 3 attempts, goes feet first. This one through the angle that the umpires will look at.
Can't see whether tag in the inner thigh, but the foot might have already been on the bag by now.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be safe.
It looked like Brian touched him on the right knee. He still hasn't made contact with him, about right there. So bang, bang.
That is very close.
Yep.
One more look. The right foot on the bag. Right appears.
Garcia saying, no, I think I got my foot on that bag before he could tag my knee.
Again, there has to be convincing video proof. Second challenge already. We had a close play at first, now close play at second. We're just in the third inning.
Yeah, the crew chief always goes, and he's the kind of leader of the reviews. So that's being Jim Joyce, the second base umpire, who made the call. The other umpire there is Greg Gibson. Jim Joyce, 28 years as a major league manager, or excuse me, umpire.
This is a longer challenge than the one that favored the Twins in the first inning. Second inning, I should say. Micah Johnson ruled out, and a call was overturned. Of course, the longer these things go, in my experience, the better chance there is that the original call will be upheld. I would guess that the call will be overturned and the inning will continue.
Here we go. They got their decision.
Out at second base. So the inning does end with Suzuki throwing out Garcia. Call stands, and the White Sox will carry a 3-1 lead to the bottom of the third. Presented by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By NorthlandFord.com and your local Northland Ford dealer. And by Grand Casino. The best stories start here. 2.5 innings played, 2 challenges, 1 upheld, 1 overturned. Here's Jordan Schaefer to lead off the third against Hector Noesi. Down and in, ball 1. Schaefer back in the lineup. He was pulled from the ball game here on Wednesday afternoon because of a knee issue. And of course, the Twins faced a couple of left-handed starters, but back in there today. Strike called 1-1. Schaefer, Santana, and Dozier facing Noesi, who now has been staked to a 2-run lead again. Checked his swing, 2-1. Twins pretty aggressive first 2 innings against Noesi. Now Schaefer has taken 3.
Yeah, Noesi making his 51st Major League start, his 100th game here this afternoon.
3-1. It's hard to figure his lack of success. A low opponent batting average. Doesn't walk a lot of people. The game against the Twins kind of an aberration. 6 walks and a hit batter. And he's just walked Schaefer to start the third. Sanford Health injury report with a trip to the mound by Soto. Alcides Escobar was hit by a pitch. And in the series against Cleveland. And he was put on the 7-day disabled list, the concussion disabled list. And I don't know between him and Salvador Perez who's more important to the Royals, but without Escobar, they've beaten the Tigers in the first 2 games of the series in Kansas City. Schaefer and his speed at first, Santana at the plate.
You're talking about Noesi making 51 starts, 100 games now, but he has only 12 wins, 29 losses, and a career ERA at 5.16.
Ball 1. You look at the numbers and you think, well, I don't know, haven't we seen this before with Samuel Deduno? Because that was kind of Deduno's stat line with the Twins, and now beyond. Deduno started last night for the Astros.
I think Deduno walked a lot more batters than Noesi. You know, he's going to be around the plate. Samuel Deduno, we saw him just kind of lose it from time to time.
And that's what we saw from Noesi, but again, that game was kind of an aberration in Chicago. But he pitched for 3 different teams last year: the Mariners, the Rangers, and the White Sox.
Yeah, he combined 8 and 12 with an ERA well over 5.
1-1 to Danny Santana. Santana had a tough game yesterday. 5 for 14 with a home run against Noesi. Outside, 2-1. Did Schaefer even swing at a pitch? Santana hasn't. And now it's like, okay, 2 innings of attack. Now we'll make this guy throw strikes. Fouled away. 2-2.
Noesi, 28 years old, originally signed by the Yankees, came up with the Yankees in 2011. He signed in 2004 out of the Dominican Republic. 6'3", 205. Last year pitched for the Mariners, Rangers, and White Sox. White Sox claimed him off waivers back in early April of last year.
And now Soto will go to the mound. And so will Ramirez. Quick trip to the mound by the Chicago catcher. Trying to cover up an early deficit here. The White Sox now have had two-run leads. White Sox got 2 in the first. Twins answered right away on a Plouffe home run. Now a leadoff walk. We'll see if they can keep the line moving here. Flip foul back into the seats. Schaefer took a hard step or two towards second and then slammed on the brakes.
What's he making is he's got 50 major league starts, 10 wins, 26 losses, and ERA at 5.11 as a starter. So he is what you get.
Fouled back by Santana. We were talking about that when we saw Noesi in Chicago. At some point, a player is who he is, and there really isn't much that you're going to be able to do about it. There are exceptions. Dave Stewart was a Noesi type, and then he got into Oakland and featured the split finger pitch and won 20 games for 4 straight years. So there are exceptions. But usually what you find, and I think that was the Twins' experience with Deduno, the very things that held Deduno back with other organizations ultimately crippled him in the Twins organization. Santana taps it to the right side, and Schaefer will advance. 1 away. We'll bring up Dozier. You can pick up your glove. Check out the new for 2015 Weekend Warrior ticket package. You can get all Friday, all Saturday, or all Sunday home games. You can become a Twins season ticket holder today and get your ticket to summer. Call 800-33-TWINS or visit twinsbaseball.com/weekendwarrior for more information or to place a deposit. Now today it was Bomber Hat Day.
Good day for it.
Good day for it. 80 degrees or whatever it's going to be, swing and a miss. But if the Twins could somehow promise that every Saturday would be like this, they would fill this ballpark up 13 times a year on Saturdays.
Oh, what a great crowd here this afternoon too.
1 strike to Dozier. Twins have a speedy runner in scoring position with 1 out.
And Noesi got to step off right there. I don't know what took him so long. When you see your second baseman go in like Johnson did, and you're not going to throw right away, step off. Kind of a swinging bunt by Santana for that ground out. He got Schaefer in the scoring position. Now it's up to Dozier, hopefully Torrey Hunter, maybe Mauer to drive him in.
A couple of high fastballs and swings and misses have put Dozier in an 0-2 hole.
And Noesi with that fastball in the low 90s, hard slider, very tight slider, and an occasional changeup.
Another fastball inside. Dozier now among the league leaders in runs scored again after a slow start. Swing and a miss. The breaking ball got him 2 down.
There's that tight slider. And Noesi picking up his second strikeout.
Torrey Hunter has been a T-Mobile game changer when facing the White Sox over his last 15 games. He's hitting .382, 7 runs, 6 runs batted in, and he'd like to pick up a 2-out ribby right here.
Good night at the plate last night. A couple hits. A walk. And a strikeout. We won't talk about that.
Breaking ball over the inside corner. A cutter that cut over the inside corner. 1 strike. Goes after some high cheese and misses. 0-2. As he pounded Dozier inside to get a couple of strikes, and now he's gone inside to Hunter for 2 strikes. back again. Torrey got a piece of it.
And I think that's what we've seen. I mean, he walked Schaefer, got behind on Santana, and all of a sudden now he found something, and now he's locked in on throwing strikes. And sometimes with pitchers like that are fourth and fifth starters, they can find that little groove for a while, and then they lose it again. It's the inconsistency.
Whoa, just missed the inside corner. Noesi thought he hit it. Soto thought he hit the spot.
I think you're looking at the height. I think it had the plate. Was it high enough?
Would you call that a pitcher's pitch?
Yeah, pitcher's pitch, but Marvin Hudson didn't think it was. He's a home plate umpire.
He's not a pitcher.
No.
1-2 to Hunter. Taking ball up and in, 2-2.
You know what? A lot of times we've seen every pitch to Hunter basically been up in the zone. All of a sudden you do make that nasty pitch. It might freeze that umpire a little bit too, because he's got to change his eye level very quickly.
Yeah, we talk about that in relation to a hitter changing a hitter's eye angle, but he may have just changed the umpires.
Right.
2-2. A deep drive to left field. Tagging.
He hung that slider to Torrey Hunter. Second home run of the year for Torrey. Slider. Torrey did not miss it. His second home run of the year is 333rd career home run.
I had to chuckle because Torrey, of course, learned so much about the game from Kirby Puckett, and Torrey is often given the quote, what Kirby told him regarding hanging breaking balls. They're gifts from God. And he just got a gift.
I gave a lot of gifts away.
You were one of the most generous.
Felt like Santa Claus then.
3-3 the score. Here's Mauer. And a strike. Well, it has to be frustrating here, Noesi. You think you've made a perfect pitch to get out of the inning, strand a runner in scoring position, and then you make a mistake, and suddenly your lead is gone. 1-1 to Mauer. This one hit to left, and Cabrera retreating to the edge of the track to end the inning. One batter too late as far as Noesi is concerned, and we've got a 3-3 game. and his Bash brother, Trevor Plouffe. They've each hit home runs here. Alexei Ramirez will lead off the fourth against Ricky Nolasco on speed pitch over strike one. A reprieve for Nolasco, who has not been sharp.
And Nolasco, you look at it, it's a nothing ball game right now.
Popped up and out of play.
6 hits allowed by Nolasco in the first 3 innings. That was pitch number 50.
He's faced 14 batters. He's only retired 6 of them. He's gotten a ground ball double play and a runner thrown out. And the ball hit up the middle and another base hit for Ramirez. And the runner thrown out at second. Shuck, after his RBI single, was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. The leadoff man is on again here in the fourth. Fox Sports Supports is proud to team up with AYSO, AYSO, the world's largest soccer club. Go to ayso.org/play to find your region and sign up for your fall team today. You were a soccer player growing up, weren't you? You were a soccer player growing up, weren't you? Didn't you play?
I played a little soccer, yeah, because coming from Holland, that when I came to the United States, that's what we played. That's my dad that introduced me to soccer.
Probably able to kick the ball a long way with those wooden shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, the defenders didn't want to be around me because if I missed the ball, I would kick them.
1-0 to Gillespie, who doubled hard off the wall and right. He's hit a couple of balls hard in that direction in this series. White Sox haven't homered since April 22nd. Of course, they've not played a full schedule since then either. This one hooked, foul. And with the double, Gillespie's now 6 for 9 against Nolasco. Is it just a matter of location? I mean, we've seen Nolasco pitch. I think top fastball's been 93 today, which is plenty.
Yeah, it's just been location. Even on that pitch to Ramirez, you know, he's ahead in the count 0-2. You want to make a good pitch. He left it out over the plate. Ramirez got a base hit. And you hope that with Nolasco out there, there's just kind of a little rust working off, because he usually has very good control.
Breaking ball down and in 2-1.
He's pitched almost 1,500 major league innings, and he's averaged 2.1 walks per 9 innings. A little over 7 strikeouts per 9.
Say his command location's been off. And it has, even though 54 pitches, 34 strikes, that's not that bad. It's just making mistakes within the strike zone.
Right. I think Gillespie will get out of the box, get some more dirt. No batting gloves. Gillespie in his 3rd season with the White Sox. Had a good year last year. He hit 282 in 130 games. Over from the Giant organization.
Outside. 3-1.
Speaking of those Giants, they're off to a slow start this year. Dodgers are playing very well, but talk of the National League, I think, are the Mets.
16-8.
Yeah, what about the Houston Astros? Unbelievable. Great story.
A lot of things in baseball are turned upside down in the first month or so of the season. And to some extent, you can look in the American League Central. I mean, a lot of people, Sports Illustrated picked the Cleveland Indians to win the World Series, and they won an important ball game for them last night. But they are 6 games below the 500 mark. The Twins can get to the 500 mark if they can win a ball game here today. 3-1. Hit hard and deep down the right field line, but foul.
Yeah, another fastball. He's a very good fastball hitter. He need to mix in some slow stuff and breaking balls to this guy. There are the standings.
Team with the poorest record in the major leagues. Milwaukee, 5 wins, 18 losses. And they find themselves with the Cardinals off to a really good start, already 11.5 games out. Full count. Long hold. Ramirez goes anyway. Swing and a miss. Suzuki's throw. Got him. Well, Velasco with that long hold may have retarded Ramirez's break from first base. In other words, he gave his catcher a chance.
Right, went with that breaking ball, and Gillespie swings through it. And with Ramirez going, good jump, but a good strong throw. And Santana, let's see if he touches him the first time. But he went off the bag and got him there.
Breaking ball, strike one.
That's good to see, because a lot of times, you know, an infielder will sweep and then kind of walk away, but Santana kept that glove on Ramirez.
And another breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. So 2 caught stealings for 2 of the last 3 outs. 1-2. Soto called out on strikes his first time up. Velasco froze him with a slow breaking ball that bent over the inside corner.
Soto getting a chance to play. Tyler Flowers, the everyday catcher.
Just missed the corner at 93.
Curveball.
Got it.
A good one. Yep.
And Velasco, after the leadoff single, still faces just 3 men in the inning. Trevor Plouffe will lead things off for the Twins in the bottom of the inning. On Twins home runs, Plouffe has one, Hunter has one. Our Carsoup.com trivia question: who are the 2 Twins third basemen that have the most career home runs against the White Sox?
Could the Rat be in there?
I think he's got to be there. And then I would think Mr. Koski would be there. But going back in the day, Harmon played some third base.
Right.
1-0 to Plouffe. 2-0. Hey, this is a day to talk about home runs, because this is a red letter day in Twins history in the home run department. 2-0. This deep to the right field corner. It'll be a long run for Garcia. And a foul ball.
Yeah, when I said the Rat, I meant Gary Gaetti.
Yes. The Rat. Nicknamed that because you could not get a fastball high cheese past the Rat.
Yep.
Anyway, 51 years ago today, back in 1964, the Twins hit 4 straight home runs. Tony Oliva, Bob Allison, Jimmy Hall, and Harmon Killebrew hit home runs consecutively. And one of the things that's interesting about it, just imagine Harmon was hitting 3 spots behind Tony that day. Harmon must have been slumping. And then the story goes, with Plouffe taking a leadoff walk, that the next batter, Earl Batty, almost cleared one out and instead got a double. Leadoff walk for Plouffe and now Suzuki. And then more recently in 1992, game I was at Yankee Stadium against Scott Sanderson, Shane Mack, Kirby Puckett, Kid Herbeck, and Randy Bush all homered in the same inning. Not consecutively, but all in one inning. Now that, you gave up a lot of home runs. You never gave up 4 in one inning, did you?
I probably did somewhere along the line. I try to forget those.
Here's Suzuki, hit a fly ball to center.
You gave up 430 of them. You can't remember them all.
430 home runs you gave up?
Yeah. You know what? I'm not even, I think I'm like 8th or 9th on the all-time list.
Really?
There were guys that gave up more home runs than me, believe it or not. Well, Jamie Moyer. We just left Seattle. They're going to retire his number, put him in the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame. Robin Roberts, I know, was there. Ferguson Jenkins, Catfish Hunter.
Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Well, to give up that many home runs, you have to pitch for a long time.
Yeah, and your neck hurts too.
Neil Allen, Ricky Nolasco trying to sort some things out. Maybe some signs of better command in the 4th inning.
I guess he's airing out his knees, huh? Oh, Trevor takes off.
Had a good break, and Suzuki a little frustrated that he didn't do something more with that pitch. Ramirez, the shortstop, was covering.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a hit and run or something that you don't see Trevor take off too often.
Looked like Ramirez, the pull side middle infielder, was covering the second base bag.
I've seen a lot of baseball games. I've never seen that.
In Minnesota in early May. On Bomber Hat Day. Twins got the only run last night. Each team with 3 so far today. Taken for strike 2.
Yeah, breaking ball. Hit it up, down, and in. Yeah, Twins only have 2 hits. The home run by Plouffe and a 2-run home run by Hunter.
Ice cream cone with a fur hat on. Only in Minnesota. This one punched to center.
Get down.
And just barely getting to second as Plouffe. You're kind of hung out to dry there as a runner, not knowing what to do, and he just barely got there.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be a weird feeling. See Trevor kind of laughing right there. You go halfway. You don't know if he's going to shoestring this catch, and now you have to hustle back to first. Shuck right here. Came in hard. Trevor about halfway. What do I do? Okay, get there as quick as you can, and just got there in time before. Remember, this is a force out at second. If Shuck is able to get that ball back before Plouffe can get to the bag.
Possible bunting situation here for Escobar. First and second, nobody out with Arcia on deck. Arcia, of course, very strikeout prone, and Noesi has already struck him out once today. Infield shortening up here.
Yeah, Escobar does not have a sacrifice on the year yet, if he's asked.
Takes inside, ball 1. Paul Molitor talking about it. We've mentioned it before too. The bunt in a situation like this so often is mislabeled. The assumption is you're playing for 1 run, but so many times When a bunt is properly put down, a crooked number is the end result. And now up high, 2-0.
Well, you saw Gene Glenn, the third base coach, go through the signs. Escobar taking a look at them. He did not show bunt on that last pitch.
2-0. 3-0. And all he's done is on the first pitch show bunt, and Noesi suddenly can't throw him a strike. And Escobar probably taking a pitch here. Ramirez went behind Plouffe, and eventually Noesi spun him through.
Fall behind an account, and you almost have to come back in with the same pitch. And Escobar should be ready for a fastball here. See if it's hittable.
Popped up behind third. Cabrera fighting the sun, drifting to the corner, making the catch. And Plouffe bluffs a tag, one away. Big out for Noesi and the White Sox. You can hit the sweet spot all season long here at Target Field. The Sweet Spot program, a unique set of benefits and experiences exclusive to season ticket holders. Benefits range from pregame field passes to bobblehead dolls to taking batting practice on the field or raising the Twins territory flag. Benefits are reserved exclusively for Twins full season 40-game and 20-game plan holders. You can learn how you can become a season ticket owner at twinsbaseball.com or by calling 800-33-TWINS and asking about season tickets. Arcia struck out with the bases empty in the second. Now with one out, two men aboard. Chance for a big hit here in the fourth. A swing and a miss. Outside, 1-1. 14 strikeouts, 53 at bats, 4 walks. They've all been intentional, and that's Carlos Rodon warming up in the Chicago bullpen. That would have been one of the options had the Twins bunted successfully and first base open. This one hit to short center. Shuck coming in, and he makes the catch out, number 2. And it'll bring up Jordan Schaefer. The Twins had a good start to the inning here, but now a couple of fly balls will leave the inning to Schaefer. Schaefer walked and scored on Hunter's home run his last time up.
Yeah, he led off the bottom of the third with the walk, and then 2 outs later Torrey hit the 2-run home run.
Plate umpire Marvin Hudson's going to try to move things along here as he walks out toward the mound. Twins have been out hit 7-3, but find themselves in a tie game.
Yeah, White Sox outfield playing pretty shallow for Schaefer. If he can hit one sharply in a gap somewhere, watch him run.
Inside, ball 1. Schaefer's walk leading off the third inning, just his second walk of the year. And Soto ready to throw to second, but Ramirez wasn't there. They kind of make some eye contact with each other, and It's almost as if Ramirez missed a sign.
And he was kind of waving behind Plouffe a couple, 3-4 pitches ago. Like, keep an eye on me. Plouffe, of course, trying to get a good lead after that pitch is delivered home.
2-0 to Schaefer. Roller to the glove of the pitcher. A walk starts the inning. A single, but the Twins leave 2 aboard, and we're still tied at 3. Fans of the game wearing the giveaway here today, the bomber hats. We have had extraordinary weather here at home. The bad weather that has hit the Twin Cities area has hit when the team has been on the road the first week of the year and then on the road trips.
Yeah, pretty lucky, actually.
Tap foul, 2 strikes to Micah Johnson. Drove in a run with a ground ball. Originally ruled safe on an infield hit, but then the Twins challenged and got the call overturned. 2 strikes. Johnson, Shuck, and Cabrera here in the Chicago 5th. I suppose it depends on how things go, of course, but now Nolasco with 65 pitches, one would think this might be his last inning unless things move along very quickly here. Golfed to right. Garcia with the catch, 1 away.
Again, Nolasco, as Paul Molitor mentioned to everybody, is on a pitch count between 75 and 80.
While the Twins have been winning here against the White Sox, the Tigers have been losing in Kansas City. So when you look at the standings, there's just 3.5 games right now separating the Tigers from the Twins. In the head-to-head matchups, the Tigers have a 4-game lead. In other words, the Tigers have won 5 of the 6 games. Oh, and except for the head-to-head competition, the Twins actually have a better record than the Tigers right now.
Yeah, Detroit's starters actually struggling badly as of late.
1-1. This one hit to right, and it's a base hit. J.B. Shuck aboard with a 1-out single. The 2015 Esurance All-Star Game voting is now open. You can vote Twins up to 35 times on the 2015 Esurance MLB All-Star Game ballot at twinsbaseball.com. Voting now is exclusively online and available on your computer, tablet, and smartphone. Vote early, vote often. Help select the starting lineups for this year's All-Star Game. Vote at twinsbaseball.com right now. Melky Cabrera with 2 more hits against Ricky Nolasco. Let's play it first. Cabrera singled with 1 out in the first, leadoff single in the third. He ended up scoring the 3rd Chicago run. Just outside, ball 1. Showed you the standings before. The White Sox a game and a half behind the Twins. The Indians 2.5 games behind. Missing 2-0. An important game here today, Bert, I think, because you want to get to 500 and then hope that you can, use that as a springboard forward. Aaron Thompson getting loose in the Twins pen.
No, I agree. If you can play 500 ball, and as the summer goes on, just stay around there.
Right side, Dozier flips to second, gets the out there, and the lead man is retired on a good play by Brian Dozier.
Yeah, very nice play by Dozier. His momentum taking him over toward the right field foul line, but watch Brian right here. Spins, has something on that throw to get the force out. Santana right there. You become the first baseman, tag the bag, and see if you have a throw. He did not.
2 down and no one in scoring position for Abreu. That's the challenge for some of these teams, including the White Sox and the Indians right now. The Twins have been there. You get to a point early in the season, and you got to play lights out just to get to 500.
Right.
So when you have a chance to get there, you need to win, and then, not that you take a sigh of relief or anything, but at least you're
hovering.
You're at the watermark, and then you hope to move on from there.
Right. Kind of like you said, what the Brewers are right now, 5-18.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 13 games difference. Wow.
1-1.
We've seen it that pennants can be won in April by the way you start or the way you don't start. You can end up in last place.
One and one to Abreu. That breaking ball seems to really give Abreu some trouble, which suggests, because the guy was a rookie of the year last year, that maybe Nolasco's got a good one once he can control it.
He has thrown some good breaking balls. All 3 strikeouts have come on that good breaking ball. See if he can make it 4. And as that pitch count right now, that's 75. And here comes another good one. Hopefully.
Suzuki sets up outside, and he left it over the inside corner, and Abreu still missed it. Back-to-back scoreless innings. Well, Nolasco might be done. He comes off the mound in a 3-3 game.
Circle $100 worth of scratch-off tickets for Chris and Christy, who are graduating from college next week. Both are social work majors. They're graduating from Southwest Minnesota State University in Marshall. Chris took 6 years. Christy took 5. Chris, how proud are you to be at this point in your life?
I'm glad that it's actually over. Now I can start on my career.
Your career in social work?
Yeah.
Congratulations to you and Christy. That's a really great accomplishment.
Thank you.
$100 worth of scratch-off tickets. Yep. Big circle from Bert, guys.
Well, I wish I had to circle the. Here's a fly ball to left field. Cabrera's going after it. Can he get it? Off the wall.
Santana scampers to second with a leadoff double. To the opposite field. He nearly cleared the wall.
Yeah, my tally's on the blink, but you are hereby circled. And good luck to you, young man. Santana jumping on that first pitch, fastball away and taking it down that left field line over the head of Cabrera, high off the wall. And Santana leadoff double, his 4th double of the year.
If Nolasco's done, and if the Twins get a lead here this inning that they don't give back, he could pick up the win here today. We'll see what Dozier can get done. 0 for 2 with a grounder to third and a strikeout. Corner infielders playing up. And Dozier takes in around the hands. Noesi went in there twice to get a couple of strikes in his last at bat.
And we have seen Brian. He likes that high fastball. He can hit that ball a long way if he catches up to it. But Noesi's just been up a little bit, like right in there.
It's a good pitch by the pitcher. And Ramirez in foul ground makes the catch. Went up there and got Dozier to pop it up, 1 down. Follow Twins baseball all year with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet. Twins had a chance to take the lead in the 4th. A walk and a single started the inning, and they never were able to advance a runner to third base. Now Hunter squares and takes ball 1 with Fox Tracks presented by Jeep.
Yeah, Gillespie was playing back, and Torrey saw that. Gillespie, the third baseman.
Since the first week of the season, the Twins have handled situations like this very well with men in scoring position. Hunter clubbed a 2-run home run on a hanging slider to tie the game in the 3rd. Swing and a foul.
I got a piece of Soto right there.
2-1.
Yeah, coming into this ballgame, Twins are hitting .290 with runners in scoring position. Even hitting better, .307 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. It's only 1 out here.
Only the Royals have hit better, and the Royals have done very well offensively this year. Again, a little sign of encouragement. The Twins have handed the Royals 3 of their only 7 losses this year. Swing and a miss. A breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Wrapped to third, off the glove of Gillespie. Santana to third. They're going to hold him there. And Hunter has his 2nd hit today. 1st and 3rd with 1 away.
Yeah, Santana kind of had to hold up only to make sure that Gillespie doesn't make a great play. Ball hit off his glove, then rolled into left field. So Santana able to get over to third. That fastball had some sink on it, but just out of the reach of Gillespie.
Noesi's retired Mauer twice, but Robin Ventura I don't think is going to tempt fate here. He's got Carlos Rodon warmed up. And they will make a pitching change with the Twins threatening to take a lead here in the 5th. The hottest Minnesota hitter.
You can see over the last 10 ball games when he's hitting .375 and picking up runs batted in. That's the most important thing. Also has scored 6 runs. And he's done that a lot against left-handed pitchers who he'll face here at Carlos Rodon.
Eventually the Twins will see him as a starting pitcher, but he was just called up, has made a couple of relief appearances. And the White Sox and everybody in baseball really excited about the future of Carlos Rodon. He has a tremendous slider.
White Sox #1 pick last year, 3rd overall in the 2014 draft out of North Carolina State.
Came into a tight ball game, didn't fare too well. Then in a blowout game in Baltimore the other day, he pitched an inning. This fits into the initial category. The game on the line here. Twins threatening in the 5th. Fastball outside, ball 1. Yeah, mid upper 90s and a slider that just disappears. Mauer has hit left-handers much better than right-handers so far.
Rodon just 22 years old, 6'3", 235.
Up and away. Started the year in Charlotte as a starter. Fouled away. Moore trying to turn around a 96-mile-per-hour fastball.
A lot of times we will see Joe take that pitch, 2-0, but maybe go to 3-0. But Joe was swinging there, fouled it back.
Foul back again.
He left that slider up. Saw the numbers, 3 1/3 innings. He's given up a couple runs, 3 walks, a couple strikeouts.
Well, we're trying to deliver a fly ball deep enough to score Santana from 3rd at the very least. Breaking ball, and Mauer was able to take it. That's a 90-mile-per-hour slider.
If it hurts, don't throw. Ouch.
3-2. Hunter at first. May take off, but Rodon a strikeout pitcher. See what the manager decides to do here. Hunter goes. Ball 4, and they're loaded up now for Plouffe.
They tried the backdoor slider, but missed. And of course, Mauer, very good eye. Rodon showing off that fastball right off the get-go as we do a pitch-by-pitch. Fastball just missing. And that little cutter he also has. Joe fouling off the 2-0 pitch. The slider kind of hung right there for Joe, but he fouled it off. And that's a nasty slider there he took. And he came back with it again and missed down and in.
Plouffe with a solo home run and a walk. And a chance to break the game open here. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 5th. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss over the breaking ball. 1-1. Velasco almost certainly done. Aaron Thompson continues to warm up. Wesley taken out of the game a few moments ago. Swing and a miss on the slider again.
So slider looks to me, it breaks big, but also straight down.
1-2 to Plouffe. Another one in the dirt. That clocked at 91. When your slider comes in as fast as a normal fastball, that's pretty deadly. Suzuki on deck. And Plouffe fights off a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Two and two. Another one fouled away. The slider. You can imagine a world not too far down the road where the White Sox are going to have Sale, Quintana, Rodon.
I think Chris Sale's going to talk to this young man about his changeup too. I've seen nothing but fastballs and hard sliders. And that man to your left, Chris Sale, has an excellent changeup.
2-2 again to Trevor Plouffe. To right field. Down for a hit. Santana scoring, Hunter being held, and the Twins take the lead. And the ball rolls off of Soto's shoulder. And Plouffe puts the Twins in front with a single to right.
That's second RBI of the ballgame for Trevor Plouffe. You know, if everything is hard, I don't care what level you're at. Hitters are going to adjust, especially up here. Well, Rodon starts him off with a 97, 98-mile-per-hour fastball. That nasty breaking ball down. Another one. Plouffe stayed off of that one and then fouled off that 98-mile-an-hour fastball. That slider. And then fought off that fastball the other way. So Trevor, good at bat, puts the Twins up 4-3.
Here's Suzuki. Up high, ball 1. He started with an opposite field double for Danny Santana. Dozier popped up. Hunter with an infield single. Or off the glove of Gillespie, I should say, into the outfield. Rodon's faced 2 men and yet to pick up an out.
puts Ricky Nolasco in line to be the winning pitcher if the bullpen can hold it where it's at. Hopefully the Twins add a couple more here in the bottom of the 5th. They're not done yet.
1-0 to Suzuki. 2-0. Here comes Don Cooper. And when Rodon was brought into the ball game in his major league debut, it was a tight situation, a close ball game. Rodon a starter by trade anyway, so he was trying to deal with a lot of different things. And then the White Sox brought him back in the one game they played at the Camden Yards. Late in the game was pretty much over with just a chance to get him some work, and he was much more comfortable, threw more strikes and all that. But this is a tough spot to put the young man in here.
Yeah, believe me, when you first come up and you're labeled the #1 prospect in the White Sox organization and you're the #1 pick, everybody expects you to come up and strike out everybody and not give up a hit. And you put added pressure on yourself. You can see Rodon, he's got a great arm, but take a deep breath. Sometimes you go out there and you try to impress rather than just pitch.
2-0 to Suzuki. A high fly to left field. Back is Cabrera. Tagging is Hunter. Front, it's just Hunter who will advance on a sacrifice fly. And Suzuki drives in his 10th run, and the Twins lead by 2.
Well, Don Cooper, I'm sure, just tried to get him relax a little bit. He challenged Suzuki. And Kurt caught up the one and hit the sacrifice fly. And it's a 5-3 Twins lead.
All 5 runs charged to Noesi. The Twins have a couple of runners out there thanks to Rodon. Escobar 0 for 2, 2 outfield flies. Ball 1.
Just missing there with that fastball. Last couple fastballs been clocked here about 95, 96. So maybe Don Cooper said, hey, you know what? Take a deep breath. Let's go relax a little bit. Don't try to overthrow.
Bouncer to short. Ramirez flips to second. That takes care of the Twins in the 5th. But they score a couple of runs to take their first lead of the day. They've taken the lead 5-3, and they'll turn this game and this lead over to the bullpen.
And first out will be left-handed pitcher Aaron Thompson. Making his 12th relief appearance. Last time he worked here on Wednesday against the Tigers, he gave up that inside the park home run to James McCann.
That was part of a bullpen explosion
right.
that cost the Twins a game they should have won against Detroit. Twins at this juncture of the game had a 4-run lead, 7-3. Trevor Plouffe had just hit a 3-run home run, and it looked like the Twins were going to win that series against Detroit. And instead, everybody who came out of the pen had an issue or two. But the point should be made that here we are on May 2nd. This is a different Twins bullpen than it was even Wednesday afternoon. Tim Stauffer, who started the bullpen issues, is on the disabled list. Casey Fiend is on the disabled list. And instead of Stauffer and Fiend, the Twins have Tonkin and Presley. And then Dunsing has been activated as well, with Caleb Thielbar being sent down to the minor leagues.
Yeah, Thompson so far 14 innings. He's allowed only 7 hits. 7 strikeouts.
And he takes care of Adam LaRoche on 3 pitches. 1 down.
Make that 8 strikeouts. Straight over the top breaking ball. Great location. And LaRoche taking strike 3.
Now Avisail Garcia drove in a run with a single his last time up, and then eventually was thrown out trying to steal second base. Kurt Suzuki with 2 throwouts and back-to-back hitters. Garcia to end the 3rd, and then Ramirez to start the 4th. Rifled to right field. And a 1-out single for Garcia.
Garcia continues to hit. A couple hits in yesterday's ball game.
Ramirez 2 for 2 against Nolasco. Fastball down and away. Thompson equally effective against righties and lefties coming into the game. Left-handers hitting 158 against him. Right-handers hitting 148. Up the middle. Dozier to Santana. And Bauer with a backhanded pick to complete the double play. Four, 6, 3, and Thompson faces just 3 men in the inning. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your local Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. And by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. Twins in front 5-3. Aaron Thompson with another effective relief outing. He might be asked to pitch another inning. Waldo Arcia will lead off the 6th for the Twins. Arcia with a strikeout and a fly ball to center. One strike. Arcia missing the slider. And a foul ball again on the slider. Schaefer and Santana will follow.
Yeah, Twins see the White Sox, I think, toward the end of this month. They'll be in Chicago. I wouldn't be surprised if they put this young man in the rotation.
Perhaps for Noesi.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if he's a future starter, yeah, he's getting his feet wet out of the bullpen, but be very valuable in that rotation.
They have a prospect like that. There are a couple of different ways to go, and one is to make sure that they start when they come up. You put them in the rotation. That's what happened to you, right? You were called up, didn't spend any time in the bullpen. You went right away into the rotation.
Right.
2 strikes. And Arcia fighting some pitches off. Your former teammate, Cy Young Award winner Jim Perry, started as a reliever and eventually found a spot in the rotation. Johan Santana started as a relief pitcher. And Arcia finally strikes out. 1 down.
And Rodon picks up his first strikeout.
Jordan Schaefer will take his first swings against Rodon. Schaefer drew a leadoff walk in the 3rd, scored on a Hunter home run to tie the game. The Twins added 2 more in the 5th to take their first lead. Ball 1. So far, so good for Schaefer. He's not been real busy in center field, but he did walk and advance to second on a ground ball. He's been able to run without the knee giving him any serious issues. He said he first injured the knee in Seattle, and it had been bothering him for some time, and that was one of the casualties of the disappointing loss Wednesday to the Tigers. The Twins had 3 players that had to leave the ball game, including the starting pitcher Phil Hughes. He's fine and will start on Monday. Schaefer's fine, back in the lineup today, and Fiend eventually was put on the disabled list. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
I know, talking to Paul Molitor, they were seriously thinking about putting Schaefer on the disabled list, but he kind of talked him out of it. Said that he's fine.
2-2. High fly right center field. And the center fielder Shuck makes the catch. 2 down. And that'll bring up Danny Santana. Suspect this will be the first of many matchups between Santana and Rodon. Santana every bit as much part of the Twins' future as Rodon is for the White Sox. Santana started the 2-run 5th by nearly hitting an opposite field home run from the other side of the plate. Strike 1. Santana ended up scoring on Plouffe's RBI single in the 5th. Out of right center field. Garcia chasing it. He won't get there. And Santana has another opposite field extra base hit. A pair of doubles, one from each side of the plate, each going to the opposite field.
Tell you what, he has quick hands. He really does. Second double of the ball game for Santana. Now with 5 on the year. That looked like a slider right there. Santana just kind of dropped the barrel of the bat. The quick, strong hands, driving that ball over the head of Garcia, one hopping the fence.
Quick hands, and we've talked about it last year a little bit. Basically an upper body swing. You know, you don't see his lower half move much at all. He doesn't take a stride. Down and away to Dozier.
Take a look at his breaking ball right here, and you see not much movement in your feet at all. That front foot stays pretty well planted.
And so to see him drive the ball as far as he has to the opposite field gives you some idea how strong he is in the upper half, because he doesn't really use his legs much at all. 2-0. Toward the end of his career, that was kind of Paul Molitor's swing. You know, he didn't maybe raise the front foot and put it right back down, but there was no stride to speak of. 2-0. A high fly deep down the left field line. Foul.
Boy, wow.
Emphatically ruled foul by Greg Gibson. And Paul Molitor will come out and ask the umpires to take another look. This is not a managerial challenge, but he's going to ask the umpires to take another look. And truth be told, I'm not so sure that anybody in the ballpark had a better view of it than Molitor from the dugout steps.
Well, a fastball, and Brian Dozier just dropping the barrel of the bat and try to follow the ball.
It's foul.
Yeah. Wow, he crushed that ball. Yep.
This was the first reviewable play in baseball years ago. They allowed baseball for the umpires to review fair and foul balls that could be home runs. And you had the third base umpire Greg Gibson, who made the call, home plate umpire Marvin Hudson, who thought Gibson saw it right, and so the umpires have refused another look, which based on our replay was just fine.
Right.
2-1. And now off the plate, 3-1. Trying to get another run with some 2-out hitting. Santana has doubled. Gets scooped on one hop.
Yeah, might have hit the top of the bag.
And they want to put a new ball in play because the ball actually touched the dirt. You can't have that. You cannot play with a ball that has touched the earth.
Well, they ruined the game.
3-1.
How are you supposed to make it move?
Oh, you guys will come up with something.
We did.
3-2.
Oh, good 3-1 slider right there to Dozier.
If Dozier can follow up Santana's 2-out hit with one of his own. Right to the third baseman. Dozier nearly hit a home run. He nearly hit a double. Instead, Santana left the board, and it's still 5-3.
first 2 hits for the Twins. Trevor Plouffe, the first one, a home run. That gave the Twins, made it a 2-1 ball game. And then in the third, the Twins down a couple runs. Torrey Hunter with a 2-run home run. Made it 3-3. Bases loaded in the 5th inning. Trevor Plouffe with an RBI single. And Ricky Nolasco, you know, his first start, he was on that pitch count, ended up throwing 76 pitches. You know, first, he gave up a lot of hits, but kept the damage to a minimum, only 3 runs allowed.
Bonifacio will hit for Gillespie. Gillespie, a left-handed batter. And Bonifacio will hit and take ball 1. Then Soto, then Johnson. Outside 2-0. Thompson gave up a 1-out single, but then it got a ground ball double play to face just 3 men in the 6th, and he got through the inning on 6 pitches. 3-0.
Bonifacio, a utility type player, can play anywhere on the field. In his first season with the White Sox. White Sox are his 8th different major league team to play for.
Down the middle. Thompson 5 walks in 15 innings. One of those walks intentional. On the outside corner with that overhand fastball. The 16th plate appearance for Bonifacio on the season. Popped up, straight up in the air. And Suzuki with a one-handed catch, 1 away. And that'll bring up Soto.
Well, good job by Thompson coming back and throwing strikes. Fell behind 3-0. Bonifacio on a 3-2 pitch, popped it up foul for the first out.
Soto's 0 for 2. He's in a 1 for 19 slump. He struck out both times today. Up and away, ball 1. A gorgeous day for baseball, or just about anything else, I suppose, but what a wonderful sight that is to see this gorgeous field. So many seats filled. 1-1. And most importantly, the team playing better baseball. I think at this point, people with the team are convinced that the first week of the season will be the worst week of the season for the Twins. At least that's the hope. Down and away, 2-1. Through that awful first week, the new manager managed to stay positive and encouraging to people. Wrapped to third. Nice pickup again, going to his left by Plouffe. 2 down. May 26th is Healthcare Professionals Night at Target Field. Special ticket packages are available. That includes exclusive Twins branded scrubs. Limited number of ticket packages available, and your only way to get your Twins scrubs. Visit twinsbaseball.com/healthcare for tickets and more info. Two down. Here's Micah Johnson. And I suppose it's natural that, you know, they would have scrubs as the giveaway. I mean, a stethoscope. What would people do with a stethoscope?
Oh, I could have fun with that thing. Listen to your heart. See if you have one.
One strike to Micah Johnson. Outside, 1-1.
Yeah, just talking to Aaron Thompson, he isn't enjoying every moment of being here in Minnesota. 10 years in the minor leagues, #1 pick by the Mariners way back when in 2005. Got a cup of coffee with the Pittsburgh Pirates back in 2011, appeared in only 4 games. Last year, came up, made 7 relief appearances, made the club out of spring training.
Two and one. A little bit low. Second 3-ball count this inning. When your starter goes 5, you'd like to get more than an inning per reliever, or else you run yourself out of relievers. A stretch when the Twins don't have an off day for 2.5 weeks.
What helped, he only needed 6 pitches
right. Yep.
in the 6th inning.
And the Twins do have some fresh arms. Tonkin threw 1 pitch the other night. Presley had some time off before he was called up yesterday. Dunsing fresh off the disabled list. So while you don't like to put people on the disabled list, the end result is there are a lot of fresh arms at Paul Molitor's disposal out of the bullpen.
I think because of starters like Gibson last night went 8 innings. All you needed was 1 reliever, and that was Perkins, your closer.
Slashed and poof on the backhand side.
Boy, he's playing some good third base.
Snares the line drive, and Thompson gets 6 outs from 6 batters. Torrey Hunter, who's already homered, singled, and scored 2 runs, will lead off the bottom of the 7th.
A good day at the plate, a couple of hits, including a home run. And I asked Torrey before the game about his routine as a designated hitter, and he said, you know, I've only been a DH 2 or 3 times in the last few years. So he said, I don't really know my routine. Of course, I'm going to stay loose, watch video of the pitchers, see what they're trying to do. He was going to do some of the basic things that he knows DHs will do during the course of a game. But Dick and Bert, Torrey said he's just going to figure out a routine as he goes. Whatever he's figuring out, though, it's working.
Well, yeah, I think the last couple of years in Detroit uniform, I mean, Victor Martinez was the designated hitter.
Mm-hmm.
But having a good day as a DH here this afternoon.
And Bonifacio staying in the game at third base. 1-1 to Hunter. Foul back, 1-2.
Well, Torrey Hunter in the 3rd inning got a hanging slider from Noesi, and he did not miss it. His 2nd home run of the year. That tied the game at 3 apiece at the time. Who's added a couple more runs, lead 5-3.
Up the middle, his 3rd hit tonight. A leadoff single in the 7th. Twins trying to add another run here against Noesi.
Yeah, this might be a chance for them to kind of stretch out Rodon a little bit right here.
Yeah. Here's Mauer, first man that Rodon faced, and Mauer ended up taking a walk. Plouffe singled. It was a sacrifice fly off the bat of Suzuki, and the Twins had their 2-run lead. Down low, ball 1.
Rodon now 42 pitches, 26 strikes. A walk, a strikeout. He's given up 3 hits in an inning of 2/3.
Two and 0, breaking ball in the dirt.
Twins will see another lefty tomorrow, John Danks. And it'll be big Mike Pelfrey on the mound for the Twins tomorrow. Hopefully he can continue to do a pitch as well as he has.
Kind of an oddity in this homestand. Back-to-back 4-game series. The Oakland A's come in, and then the Twins will catch Scott Kazmir with the A's. 2-1.
And tomorrow, John Danks will be making his 28th career start against the Twins.
Twins have handled him okay.
Yeah.
Over the years. Two and 1 to Mauer. Hunter stays put, and the ball laced to center field. Couple of hard hits for the Twins against Rodon in his 3rd inning of work. Bring up Trevor Plouffe with 2 men on and nobody out. Trevor's reached all 3 times today and put the Twins in front with a single in the 5th. But our Carsoup.com trivia question involves Twins 3rd baseman and home runs. We think, at least, my names were Gary Gaetti and Corey Koski. And they each have 15 home runs. Now, since we got both halves of a 2-part answer correct, we get a carryover.
We get a bonus.
Or a carry backward, maybe, whatever, to make up for an incorrect answer that we might have had.
Might have missed, yes.
Over the years.
I don't know if we have enough bonus points for that.
There's Trevor Plouffe. It's up the line and it'll roll foul. You know, you brought up a point with Plouffe catching the line drive to end the top of this inning. Trevor Plouffe is a really good baseball player now. He's improved so much defensively, and he's been asked to do something that I'm not even sure he imagined himself doing in the big leagues, and that's hitting cleanup for a big league team, and he's handled that okay. He's become a reliable, good player for the Twins. 1 strike.
What was it, 3 years ago? He hit 24 home runs. Everybody expecting him to hit, 30 home runs one year. But you know what? Last year, I think maybe was a breakthrough year for Trevor. 40 doubles, a couple triples, 14 home runs. Led the club with 80 runs batted in. I think he feels very comfortable hitting in this number 4 spot.
High pop up right side. And Garcia will wait a long time before making the catch one away.
But I think what helps is the defense. I think he knows now he can be a third baseman. He feels comfortable there. He's made some nice plays over the last, really all season long. He's made only 1 error at third. And that helps you on your offense side too. But he still is always one of the first ones out here at the ballpark working on his quickness at third base.
Suzuki with a single and 2 fly balls to the outfield. His fly in the 5th to left field. Drove in the 5th Twins run. Driving in Suzuki's 10th run of the year. Strike one. Now the Twins got a couple of runs in the 5th. Left 2 men on. And a 2-out double, didn't add a run in the 6th. A great chance here to get at least one more, with Hunter and Mauer starting the inning with singles. In the dirt, 2-1. Down low anyway, not in the dirt.
Haven't really seen a changeup yet. And again, I think that's what Don Cooper will work with Rodon on. Everything has been either that fastball or the hard slider.
Drilled to center. Wow. Nice running catch by J.B. Shuck. That ball was crushed to the gap, and Shuck with his speed took a good route and made the catch.
Yeah, we have a great angle from here. It didn't look like it was going to be an extra base hit right off the get-go, but Shuck utilizing his speed, catching up to it, making a nice running catch and getting it back in.
Here's Escobar, and the Twins will need to get a hit from the left fielder now to take advantage of the scoring opportunity.
Eduardo looking for his first hit.
That one is in the dirt, blocked by Soto. Ball 1. Escobar with a couple of outfield flies and a bouncer to short. Hits have been harder to come by for Escobar. Off to a slow start.
Yeah, career highs last year when he hit 275 in 133 games. That's the most he's ever played in one season. 35 doubles last year, a couple triples, 6 home runs.
And a strike, 2-1. Just 4 hits, 29 at bats, but his 1 home run from this side of the plate. Fouled away. Twins about a 1/6 of the way through the season, something like that. Not quite yet, but Escobar on pace to get about 350 at bats. That one past Soto, and now 2 runners are in scoring position.
Yeah, it should be a fast pass ball right there. They're talking like they maybe got crossed up right there, but it will be a pass ball charged to Soto, advancing Torrey Hunter and Joe Mauer up a base.
Hit to the outfield might double the Twins' lead. Full count to Escobar with Arcia on deck. First base, of course, now open. Three and 2. Foul straight back. Arcia hoping for a chance, hoping his teammate can pick up a couple of runs batted in. Nine hits apiece. Twins leading 5-3. Struck him out on a breaking ball inside.
Yes.
Twins strand 2 more, but still lead by a pair as we go to the 8th.
Last night they tied it, but
got home in time to watch the 3rd period. Unfortunately, the Wild didn't score. Aaron Thompson out there for a 3rd inning of work.
Yeah, 3 times this year already, making in his first 11 appearances. He went 2 innings, so stretching Aaron out. Only 22 pitches, 13 for strikes in the 2 shutout innings.
Gordon Beckham hitting for J.B. Shuck, and a strike called. Beckham's been a pretty good relief or a pinch hitter for the White Sox. 2 for 3 off the bench. A little bit low, 1-1. Switch hitter Cabrera, and then right-handed hitting Jose Abreu.
Yep, Beckham came back to the White Sox last year. Went to the Angels. Said he liked Chicago, wanted to come back. And he's there, and he grounds out.
Plouffe with another nice pickup going to his left on a 2-hopper, 1 down. And that'll bring up Cabrera.
We've seen Trevor go to his left and right. Nice play right there.
7 up, 7 down for Aaron Thompson.
And a nice throw over to Mauer. First basemen appreciate that.
Now Melky Cabrera, who's picked up 2 singles, also reached on fielder's choice, and strike 1. You know, Paul Molitor started his big league career in the late 70s, and back then there were guys who did what he's asking Thompson to do, and sometimes they were closers, but you know, like Bob Stanley types who would come into the ball game and they would be asked essentially just go through the lineup one time, you know, and if you don't have the stuff to get somebody out a second time, fine, but you know, go ahead and face 8 or 9 hitters, and some of those guys had great careers pitching 2-3 innings at a time.
Goose Gossage, Terry Forrester, 2 Chicago pitchers that when they first came up.
And that ball can't be fielded by Plouffe, and off the glove of Santana. And a 1-out single for Melky Cabrera will get Abreu to the plate as the tying run.
Cabrera picks up his 3rd hit of the ball game, 2nd that Thompson has allowed. Paul Molitor on the top step. Now he's working his way out.
Blaine Boyer has been warming, and Twins will make the change.
Good job. Good job by Aaron Thompson.
Gave up a couple of hits, but 7 outs recorded by the left-hander, and with 1 out, And the tying run coming to the plate, the Twins will bring Blaine Boyer into the game, with the Twins up by 2. Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by McDonald's. Have bold for breakfast with the new chorizo burrito from McDonald's. Twins have remade their bullpen with Aaron Thompson pitching effectively into the 8th inning. 5 outs to go. The Twins will hope to get a couple of them from Blaine Boyer.
Yeah, Boyer coming out for the 12th time over his last 7 outings. Total 9 1/3 innings, only 4 hits allowed, no runs.
Facing the biggest bat in the Chicago lineup, Fox Tracks presented by Carrier. And a strike called, another breaking ball. Twins have had great success pitching to Abreu, throwing pitches that break away from him. That might have been the cutter, but it was over the outside corner for strike 1.
Well, Boyer has a pretty good curveball too, and that seems to be the pitch that they're throwing to Abreu in this series. Suzuki sitting inside.
Foul ball, a wicked shot just past Mauer down the line.
You got to get it in there. Your catcher sits inside. You want to hit that spot inside. That ball left out over the plate, and Abreu kind of a quick swing, but just pushed it foul.
See so much off speed stuff, and here comes Boyer, and he gives him a fastball, and he was late. 2 strikes. Abreu's reached once. He was hit by a pitch, and even that pitch was a breaking ball.
Going inside again is Suzuki.
And hard to right. Arcia was playing him perfectly.
Yeah.
A right-handed batter, and Arcia was tucked in the corner. I didn't even see him for a while, but he was right there.
I was watching Arcia, and he kind of stopped, and I was wondering if he saw the ball. And then he came in about 3 or 4 steps and made the catch.
He's not even in the picture there.
He's guarding that warning track.
But for a right-handed batter, I don't know. That's, you know, the mirror version of what teams have done to Joe Mauer. 2 down, Abreu retired. And Boyer just gets one guy, and with a left hand hitting LaRoche up, the Twins will bring in a lefty.
Should have been a reliever.
addition of Ricky Nolasco and Brian Dunsing. And here's what the Twins did roster-wise after the game.
Yeah, Tommy Malone, who will go down and be a starter down in Rochester, keep extending that, and if need be, get back up here as a starter. And Caleb Thielbar, who yesterday pitched 2 very good innings, is optioned back to Rochester.
Brian Dunsing, activated off the disabled list, will pitch not to Adam LaRoche, who's really struggling against left-handers. Instead, pinch hitter Tyler Flowers.
For Dunsing, the last time he pitched was April 16th here against Kansas City. Twins won that ball game 8-5. Gave up a couple runs, and that's when that intercostal strain started to bother him.
On the outside corner, a strike.
Good to have Brian back on that mound.
The intercostal is what put Tim Stauffer on the disabled list a couple days ago. Up and away. Flowers struck out looking to end the game last night. Glenn Perkins got him to chase a couple of fastballs and then just threw one right down the middle, and Flowers took it to end the game. Tap foul, 1-2.
Flowers not a high average type hitter, but he has good power. 3 for 6 lifetime against Brian Dunsing with a double. See the outfield playing very deep.
I want to give up a double here because Flowers represents the tying run. Ventura all but vacating his bench here. He's already used Bonifacio, Beckham, and Flowers. 1-2. 2-2. Well, the bullpen's been nearly perfect. Boyer got his man. Thompson got 7 of them. But it's responsible for Cabrera at first. Tonkin warming up. And Suzuki to the mound. They haven't had a chance to work together for a couple of weeks, so Suzuki wants to make sure with the lead on the line that they're on the same page. Suzuki has the respect, I think, of everybody on the roster, including the manager and the pitching coaches, trying to handle situations like this. And
good catchers take a lot of pride in that.
2-2.
Get that breaking ball down. It was down and in, and Flowers stayed off of it.
Now 3-2, and with 2 out, Cabrera will leave early from first. Bauer playing behind the runner right now.
Well, would you throw 2-2? Can you throw a 3-2? See if they go back to another breaking ball. Fastball away, 2-seamer.
And he walked him. Got ahead of him. Now a walk, and Garcia will come up. And we'll see if the Twins want to let the veteran Dunsing face the right-handed batter or bring in the newly called up Michael Tonkin. And Paul Molitor going to come out here and play the percentages, or so it would appear.
Yeah, 4th pitcher used this inning.
And so far, Thompson has been the most effective reliever. It'll be Tonkin trying to get the Twins off the field in the 8th. second walk taken this year. Aaron Thompson hoping that the next reliever, Michael Tonka, can get the last out of the 8th.
Yeah, Tonka came in the other day, a couple days ago, and you threw only one pitch to Flowers, and he popped it up in foul territory for the only batter he faced, just making his second appearance, getting called up on April 30th when Casey Fiend was put on a disabled list. Tonka down in AAA was kind of their closer, 5 saves in 8 ball games. 10 strikeouts in 7 1/3 innings down in Rochester.
Activated when Stauffer was put on the disabled list, and now the lead on the line here with 2 outs in the 8th. Garcia's faced Tonka before, 1 for 2 against him. Inside, ball 1.
Missed with that slider. Tonkin at 6'7", 220. 3 stints with the Twins last year.
And Suzuki trying to get Tonkin focused into the strike zone here, 2-0.
Tonkin has a very good sinking fastball, and something that he worked on down in Rochester, that slider, trying to be a little more consistent with it.
2-0 to Garcia. Right down the middle. Plenty of fastball there, and mid-90s fastball, but the Twins now, for as long as he's been a candidate to be up here, they've wanted him to be able to throw with confidence that breaking pitch. 2-1. A fastball on the outside corner
at 95 miles an hour.
Garcia has taken all 4 pitches in this at bat.
Big pitch right here. You don't want to go 3-2.
Fouled back at 96. Tonkin goes for a little stroll between pitches here. 2-2. Full count, and the runners now will leave early. Flowers not the fleetest of foot. He's the tying run at first. Adam Eaton is a lone bench player left, and he's suffering effects of the flu. Full count to Garcia. High fly, right center field.
The old sacrifice fly with 2 outs.
Schaefer on the track hauls it in, and eventually the bullpen gets the job done in the 8th.
8th inning. And coming up on Twins Live presented by CenturyLink, we'll take a look at Ricky Nolasco's return to the starting rotation for the Twins. He pitched 5 innings today, gave up 8 hits and 3 runs. An up and down return for Nolasco. Plus the power of Plouffe and Hunter. Each guy hit a home run today. Trevor Plouffe, 2 of 3. Torrey Hunter's 3 for 4 in this game. And as always, we bring you reaction from manager Paul Molitor. Our post-game show right after the final out tonight. Dick and Bert.
All right, thank you, Marnie. Oswaldo Arcia will lead off the 8th for the Twins. Robert Ventura trying to get through this game with just 2 pitchers used. And when we see the White Sox next in a few weeks, those 2 pitchers may switch roles.
Yeah, I think, they're stretching them out right now. 58 pitches right now, 36 for strikes for Rodon.
A miss, then a strike, 1-1.
Again, why wouldn't you? This young man, in the minor leagues, even though not a lot of minor league starts, is a starter. So got his feet wet in the bullpen, a couple, 2-3 outings.
Good at bat for Arcia as he lines a single to left. First hit of the ball game for Oswaldo Arcia.
This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
See what the Twins do here. They've got a full bench. And right now they're going to leave Arcia in, Schaefer at the plate. And what might otherwise be a bunting situation might not be if Arcia stays in the game. He doesn't run particularly well. Which might make a change defensively anyway. And there's a tough bunt, and Schaefer nearly dropped it down in fair territory, but the pitch was down around his ankles.
That's kind of protect himself right there. Ball kind of came right at him. Watch Schaefer square around. Ball inside.
1 strike.
Get out of my kitchen. Beckham now playing third. He's in on the grass. Bonifacio moving out to center field.
Bunt back to the mound, and they will get Arcia at second. 1 down.
Yeah, bunted too hard right there. Rodon fielding his position, knows that it was hit back to him. Didn't have to be told to spin around and throw to second base. So unsuccessful sacrifice bunt. Schaefer safe at first.
Santana will hit. Doubles in each of his last 2 at bats, each double to the opposite field.
That's what I think the Twins want to see, is a couple throwovers and a guy that Schaefer has good speed. Might take a big lead just to see what kind of move he has. And we play the White Sox, another 12, 13 times. See how quick he is home.
Slide step, and Santana spanks one sharply up the middle. He is really swinging the bat well with 3 hits today, and all of them have been hit hard. Time now for What's Next, brought to you by CenturyLink.
Yeah, it will be John Danks tomorrow. He has had a tough time against the Twins. 7-13 in his career, making his 28th start. Mike Pelfrey has been outstanding, especially, it'll be his 5th start, but the last 3 starts have been outstanding.
So Robin Ventura will make a pitching change. Jake Petrichka will pitch on the Target Field mound again, with the Twins putting together another threat to add more runs in the 8th. John showed some impressive stuff out there, and it's anybody's guess when and in what role he'll pitch next. But he is out of the ball game now, with the Twins hoping to have some success against a guy they had some success against on Thursday.
Yeah, Petriska coming in on Thursday, he worked only 1 inning, gave up 4 hits and 3 runs in the Twins' 12-2 win.
They'll face Dozier. The Twins have had many opportunities to add to their 5-run total, including in the 5th inning when they did score 2. Started the 7th with a pair of singles. And now first and second, 1 out again here in the 8th. Ball 1.
Petriska, 26 years old, born in Faribault, Minnesota. It's his home in Savage. Sure, some family and friends here to watch him pitch.
Some speed on the bases. Schaefer at second, Santana at first. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Petriska started the season on a disabled list. Right forearm strain, activated on April 20th.
Backhanded nicely by Soto. 2-1. Johnson, the second baseman, trying to keep Schaefer close. Tapper to short. And Petriska gets the job done, getting a ground ball double play, and it'll be a 2-run lead for Glenn Perkins. As we go to the 9th inning, the Twins trying to make it 3 in a row against the White Sox.
Perk, close the door.
He's a closer, and closers are crazy.
Minnesota boy, great guy.
Quality closer in the major leagues.
He's a freak athlete, and he's left-handed.
Whenever you have a guy like Glenn back there and doing his job, our bullpen's going to click like dominoes.
From a very good closer himself, Eddie Gordado. Now
And
the bullpen coach.
The hope is that Perkins will be the last domino to fall here, trying to get 3 outs with a 2-run lead. He'll face Alexi Ramirez to start things in the 9th.
Well, he got the save in last night's ball game.
This ball lifted to center. 1 down.
Yeah, Perk last night did give up a couple hits, but he struck out Tyler Flowers to end the ball game. Picked up his 7th save and 7 save opportunities, and the Twins 1-0 win.
Been riding that fastball. He hasn't thrown the slider much at all.
Well, he's got a good fastball. He just comes right at you, and that's what Burke likes. That's that slider right there, which is nasty. But he will challenge you with that fastball.
Bonifacio outside, ball one. Bonifacio pinch hit in the 7th and popped up. Fouled out to Suzuki. Over for a strike.
Yeah, Bonifacio faced Perkins in the 9th inning last night. Got a base hit off of him.
Push bunt. Perkins flips to Bauer beautifully. 2 down.
Well, the only one that could make that play is the pitcher, and Perkins had to get over there. Bonifacio almost a perfect bunt, but Perkins getting over there and shoveling it quickly to Joe Mauer. Barehanding it, utilize the glove a little bit to slow it down. Nice play by Glenn Perkins.
A little winded there.
Well, of course you are.
2 down, and Soto will hit. Strike at the knees. 4 pitches today, 4 fastballs. He threw 1 slider last night, and it was delivered into right field for a single. Popped up, a foul ball, 2 strikes.
You know what's so nice? Great crowd here tonight, 30,551. And Twins win this ball game right here. They'll be 8-4 here at Target Field. And a lot of the fans here got stuck around or getting on their feet.
There's the slider, and he nearly clipped the corner. Succeeded in fooling Soto, who's now in a 1-for-20 slump. Do it again. 2-2. Missed again. The inside corner with a fastball. It's a full count. Micah Johnson on deck.
Well, you have a 2-run lead. Don't want to walk him right here.
Plouffe on the first hop. Sets. Fires, and the Twins are back to the 500 mark. The bullpen with 4 shutout innings of relief, and Tom Hanneman will know that the Twins I know that the Twins want to get back to the 500 mark. They had an opportunity today and took advantage of it.
Dick, the Twins clinched their 4th series of the season. They improved to 8-4 at home with this 5-3 victory. Up next on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink, we'll break down the entire day, including post-game sound from Paul Molitor.